Oh, he just went low. He's in his head. He's in his head. He's open. His head wide open. Cracked open in the face.
Okay, sorry for that cut there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to farm a little bit more for some of these power-ups. I know some of these levels are going to be... I think they only have like 3 or 4 different configurations of some of these areas, so... So I'm going to farm some of these mushrooms. I will help later on, once I am in a bit of trouble with some levels, to have some of these power-ups as well. And some of the enemies, just because I think once you turn the like you save and turn the game off, I think we will get into a situation where we'll be able to get more power-ups and stuff later on in the game. Okay, now this is a very interesting sequence because I think we actually have to go through this level twice. But there's a very good reason for that, as you can see with these outline blocks. We have to come back for that because we've got a situation back from Mario World, which P-switches, basically. So we have like a little P-switch that we have to activate for all these dotted line blocks. Yeah, so it'd be much easier. This level is a little bit harder without the blocks from memory. Goodbye. The only problem is with the ice physics is that it can slip around all over the place, and Jesus, I almost died. Goodbye. Oh yeah, and you can get crushed in the middle of these, so don't slip between the blocks, because they will hurt a lot. Starman! I am getting consistently lucky with getting Starman. Like, that's the second time I've got one of those variable blocks, and I've actually got a Starman out of it. Fuck you! Oh, okay, so it's just a coin situation. Okay, so we have this flagpole that looks very different to the ones that we and yeah, even with Mario said, this is actually our first instance of alternate pathway. So we haven't actually encountered any of these yet. Some of the cannons and other stuff that we can do in other levels, we'll be able to get different flagpoles. So Mario will say when you land on this thing, he said, "Ooh, not this way." I think he says not this way in particular, And that usually means you're in an alternate pathway. So this is actually an alternate exit. Back from Mario World, I will say some things from Mario World I really do like. I do think alternate pathway, alternate ends of the levels is a great thing. Keep going down that spot. Wow, right next to each other. The Bowser wasn't. I was gonna go down the corner next. I was thinking maybe go in the corner, but I'm like, oh, I got the middle. But I ended up getting a few power-ups, which is good. Actually, I'll probably use Ice Flower this next level. But yeah, we'll have, so the alternate exit, you'll know from Mario saying, not this way, but also with the colouring of the particular flagpole being grey and red. And I just wasted a power up and just noticed, because I forgot this was completely like a propeller suit type level. And you can come back to this level as well. You don't necessarily, I think, need to do this level in particular, because I think it's only just the previous one that you have to do to progress. Because I think just for this one, I think in particular, it's the alternate exit is just for the Starman Star House. But yeah, some of these levels are a little bit different. Like, I will say that the previous level was a little bit harder without the blocks. It's a little bit easier with the blocks, because you have to work with the blocks and also the situation of the other platforms, which makes it a whole lot easier. So now we wouldn't be able to get up to this pipe as is, unfortunately, but we can use the green one. And it actually will take us to a different area. And yeah, that's it for this level. In this exit, that is as long as the level is. I think the level is actually twice as long if you take if you go into the other exit. It's weird. It is a weird scenario. So yeah, so we have a switch. We can actually activate between both switches if need be. Yeah, so we'll actually go into this level and actually just show it off. Even though this is optional. It makes the level a little bit easier. Like I said, like, it's extra blocks, so it's a much easier concept to get around. Was that P-switch there as well? Or is that just, that's new? Okay, so I think that yeah, so that's entirely new. You can step on the red blocks now, and it'll make the level a little bit easier, which is good. And as you can see, we only got 1 star coin, so basically, like, we get star coins to get 4,000 points, the ones that we have collected. I think we get 4,000 points, I think, just in general for star coins in general. Like, the ones that we haven't got before and the ones that we have, so, yeah. But yeah, we got plenty of, it's like, we got plenty of seconds on the timer for this level, but, yeah, it's over within, like, 50 seconds. And it's like, the timer is really generous with that, with this, the early part of that level. But this is why, because we got this area as well. And what we actually have on the sides here is actually propellers. Propeller blocks. We can actually use those as like a propeller suit in this game. So if you lose your propeller suit, and you're like, oh, I need to get a particular star coin, or I need to get to a high area because I'm gonna die, or that sort of thing. And you can pick up the propeller I'm gonna say propeller blocks. It's guns. It's apparently gun now. But yeah, you can pick up those blocks, and what it will do is that it will act basically like a propeller suit. Yeah, that's why it's this part can be a little bit hard, especially this part of the level. I'll take 4,000 points out of it. That's fine. It's like woohoo, not this way. This is what he says, and you can see like the grey scheme of the castle and the grey and red pole that it's the alternate exit. There's a whole bunch of these things all over the place in this game, and it's really kind of cool. It's kind of cool that it changes, like it gives you a little bit of replay value in the game. Like you can get all sorts of things. Like we seen a cannon earlier. We can actually use that to skip worlds entirely. So we can skip ahead a couple of worlds if we need to with one of those, and all sorts of stuff. So like. So like the Boo House will have a alternate exit, although I can't remember exactly where it is. I think actually a few years ago when completing some of these levels, I think I was like, I need a guide for this just to find where it is, and it's actually a particularly hard spot, I think, in that Boo House from memory. So yeah, as you can see, now we've got the blocks. We can actually jump all over this. And we don't have to worry about too much about bottomless pits. Like, ultimately, this is the reason why that I would say that this level is, you know, I get torched by the fire bro, but it's a much easier level because you don't have to worry about bottomless pits at all, really, with this level. I think there's a couple of areas, but it's much more minimized because of these blocks showing up. Like, that's a huge chasm that would have been very hard. Fuck you. And I nearly died again from jumping on his head. But he needed to die. And you can see with the penguin suit, like, this would be a prime opportunity to go underneath a lot of things. See, some of these paratroopers are really in the wrong spot. Oh, that's right, there's one up there. Oops, forgot about that one. Get a running start. And that's why. So yeah, so this block leads to this area here. For God's sake. I nearly missed that platform. I was going for the platform and I nearly missed that. You definitely noticed I was holding back. I was like, and then I was holding forward because I was holding back too far. So I'm gonna go back for some more items. I was gonna say, and the other problem is sometimes with the enemies they go completely around the wrong direction. When you're going one way, they go the other, and it's really annoying. And goodbye. There we go. Very easy level. Very easy minigame. I say that and I've died to it like a bunch of times so far. Like probably about 5-6 times. That's okay, getting more mushrooms out of this, it's not a bad thing. I do eventually want to show off one of the cannons, if I can. I can probably do it in my own save file. But anyway, Fortress. So yeah, so we got a little bit more ice in this fortress in particular, so probably make it a little bit harder for us to navigate. Although I say that, and we get the penguin suit, which actually has pretty good traction. And I just loot. Sorry, I had to check. Oh, I missed the elevator. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I didn't even like hold right that long in the air. Far out. Like, I am really dying to the stupidest things in this playthrough so far. Like, a lot of my deaths, none of them have been, like, too difficult, they've just, a lot of them have been kind of stupid deaths. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that the penguin suit has pretty good traction on ice. Yeah, we can actually ground pound on that to get more coins out of that, so yeah, we have to be in close proximity of these icicles. I don't know why that one turns. That one turns all the time. Kind of throws me off for a loop because it's like it's not moving that far off. Now we're getting bouncy balls, which yeah, it's great for star coins, but they are really annoying projectiles. Just because, yeah, they have a bounce arc, but at the same time they can be very, very, very annoying. And sometimes they can be a little bit like RNG on how they bounce. They don't. I'm not sure if they can squash you. They kind of do hurt a little bit. Now we got bob-ombs. I think it's actually the first level that we have bob-ombs in. Oh my god, I nearly died then. Oh yeah, this thing. This area. Hate this area. Oh, and I hate this area too. This area sucks. Because the snake elevator will come all the way around here, but we're over a bottomless pit right now, so basically in this area, yeah, we gotta be very, very, very careful we don't fall over. And yeah, if we don't get that star coin in the middle, we'll miss it completely. Okay, we can go to that, and then we can go down here, because there is a little secret, even though we have all the star coins, to get an extra power up. Even though we don't really need it, because we've got the penguin suit. I don't think we can get crushed by that thing, but yeah, we can jump around in this little area. It's a little bit like a bullpen with some of Lemmy's projectiles, but there is no power up on this end. You go down the pipe to get that one in particular. Oh yeah, we got ice. But that's not what Kamek's magic actually affects. It's actually as you notice, it's the rubber ball. Because the rubber ball... So yeah, so I hope you had a little bit of practice in that ball pen, because that is exactly what we're trying to do in this boss fight. Is, yeah, jump on the rubber balls. And remember what I said about RNG? It's the only problem I do not like about this boss fight, is particularly when it comes down to this boss fight, is that the rubber balls have a trajectory, but at the same time, you do not necessarily know how they're going to come out of Lemmy's staff. So the bounce arc is not something that's predictable. I will say we got that boss pretty easy. We only lost a power up there, but yeah, that boss fight can be a little bit long and a little bit tedious because of the bouncing balls. I know that sounds really fucking dirty and really fucking disgusting, but they're rubber balls. What else can I say? They're not moon balls bad, and like I should say, I didn't realize I said this earlier, but yeah, that propeller comes really close to Mario, and I was surprised it doesn't shave off his mustache or his nose or even his face of how close it comes to Mario. Right, World 4. Traditional Water World. My god, I kinda hate this one. And we have Wendy Koopa. Is it Wendy Koopa or Wendy O Koopa? What? I always forget. It's at least Wendy Koopa, but I'm not sure if it's Wendy O or not. But yeah, World 4 is the Water World. And we'll be coming to that next time. So, thank you guys so much for watching these 2 episodes of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. We headed through all the way through World 3. And we can go back into the world map. And yeah, basically about once we beat this world, we'll be about halfway through the game, which is pretty good. Making good progress, but levels only just going to get harder from here. Because World 3 is a little bit... you can see it's a little bit easy with some of the levels, but yeah, from World 4 onwards, especially from World 5, as you can see, next, it only gets harder from here. And some of these levels will surprise you on how hard they can be, especially some of the worlds later on. So with that and 66 lives on our life counter, oh, Jesus Christ, but it won't stay that big for very long, because there are going to be some levels in these next couple of worlds that are going to kill me a lot. I can definitely tell by now because my luck has been a little bit bad when it comes to losing power-ups and losing lives so far. So, yeah, I have no doubt that once we get started into the harder levels, it's going to really suck. But that'll be from next time onwards, I guess. So, with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching these 2 episodes of New Super Mario Bros. Wii for the Nintendo Wii. But I'm playing it on my Wii U, just because it's a bit easier for me, and Wii U's in the lounge room. I will eventually play it on my Wii when we get to World 9, because I do want to show off some World 9 levels. I don't have all of them unlocked, but I do have some. So I will do that through my original save file on my Nintendo Wii. But yeah, this will be a completely new save file up until that point. So yeah, so with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching these 2 episodes of New Super Mario Bros. Wii for the Nintendo Wii, which I'm playing on my Wii U. This has been Mario Man 2100. You guys have a great day night, and of course, take care.